Right guys, back with another video. Macy, you dead? Macy, yes. There we go. Right, back with another video. Now, we're in the house today. I just spin you around. It is atrocious out there. Car desperately needs a wash, but can't do it in the rain. All needs hoovering out. It's a mess. So today, look at this. Now I've got another snowfoam bottle. This is the Auto Glim one, and all it's doing is spraying out water. So obviously water comes in this way, out there, and then a vacuum caused by the water flowing that way pulls the foam up out the bottom. It's not pulling any foam through. So I think that where the pipe comes in, it's blocked with a little bit of debris which is stopping the vacuum. So we are going to take this apart. Now, I've taken this apart before in the past. 5mm Allen key undo the top. You've also got this pin here that needs pushing out, but we'll do the pin first. So that Allen key is too big to push this pin out, but the pin's just there. So I'll just get this little tool and push that. We'll pop that to one side. This nozzle then comes off. Next up, the top section, 5mm. Hold it tight and just give that a twist around. Let's keep going a bit further on that. That's the cap off. That leaves us like this. Don't need the base, so that can come off. The pipe can also come off. So yeah, what I'm talking about is in here. There's a pinhole that gets blocked. So next up, we need to take all of this apart. So this pin here, which way does that go? I'm sure that pin came out. Maybe I don't need to take it out. And then we need to get a spanner on here, spanner on here. What sizes have we got? Is this 17? No. 24 for this big one, so we'll crack that off. There's not a lot to these, really. I don't know if you can see through there. Yeah, that's clear that way, so that's not the issue. Still can't see through this side, so we need to get this top one off of here. Is that one? No, that's not 17, it's 18, and I don't have an 18mm handy right now, so we'll go with an adjustable. It's not really blocked. There is, you can see through. If I put my hand over this side, you can see it. So why is it not sucking up? Obviously I can't demonstrate this till it stops raining, but the last time that was blocked in there. That little tiny dot is where it sucks up through. Unless it's just not quite big enough to suck through. Blowing okay. No, there is something in there. There's definitely something in there, because that isn't as open as it was. Something just shot out. Yeah, if you look now, yeah, that's better. There was definitely something, and that's just opened that hole up as well. Should get a pin or something to push through there just to tidy it up a bit. I've just got this out of my pressure washer. Just pop that down in there. Yeah, that's long enough. It's come right through, and it's dirty. Which way can we get in there? Go from that way. Right, that all appears to be clear now. That hole is definitely, where are we? Dun, dun, dun. That's bigger than it was. That way, that's bigger than it was. Now, we are going to have to replace all this PTFE tape on here. Hopefully, it stops raining later, and then I can demonstrate that this is working correctly. Let's find some PTFE tape. Right, so I've got some PTFE tape here. While we're also here, you can, if you take out, you see this bit sits in this end, PTFE tape on there. In there is what they call your orifice, and you can change that. You just put a screwdriver in and screw it. I have got spare ones here, but I'm not sure what size this one is. It doesn't say on it what size it is. Should we change it anyway? Yeah, let's change it anyway. Flathead screwdriver, just a second. So yeah, you just put a screwdriver in, give that a little turn. That comes out. So I don't know what size this spare one is that I've got. Can't tell by looking. It looks slightly larger, might be 1.2. We'll put it in anyway. Make sure there's no crap in there. That's all clear, so you just drop that back in there. Screw that in. Don't over tighten it, but you want it tight. So there's stuff in there hanging around as well that could probably do with being, we want to make sure everything's clean. Okay, that's that, that's that, that's that. And then inside this bit is a gauze that sits in there, so you have to undo this to get to that gauze. Right, again, I don't think have I got the right size? What size was that one? Got the 24. So yeah, 24 on there. Adjustable on this side. And we can get that open. Sorry, this camera angle's not very good. If I can get this open. Yeah, that's open. So yeah, in fact, that gauze sat in there. It's got a bit of dirt on it. Which one of these? One of these was new, one of them's old. You can see the size difference of them. One's a lot higher than the other and a lot less compact. We'll put this one in, that's the one that's just come out. We'll put this one in, see if it makes a difference. Clean this out in here, back here with you in a moment. Alright, so that's the gauze in there. Is that O-ring? see if I've got a spare O-ring that's the side would change all these O-rings over as well. So we'll take that one off. Although that doesn't look too bad, but I have got a full pack of O-rings here. So let's see what we can find in here. If it's the right size. Too big. Could be that one. Although that looks like it's a different size to those that are on there anyway. Is that from down here? Let's try one of these. In fact, actually, now I've taken that off. Where are we? There's a slight split in that. So I think, yep, we'll go with that one. Just put that back on there. And pop that on there. Okay. And gauze has fallen back out, so we'll pop that back in there. Tighten that up. Where's my the adjustable? I think I've done that too tight. It's all pushed out around the sides. Let me get this back together a bit more and I'll carry on because it's going to be a massively long video. Right, so that's back together. Obviously before it was squishing out the sides, so I've put in a slightly smaller one. And that fits in there. I'm going to replace this one on here as well. That's well squashed and flattened, so we'll find one that fits that. Right, so that's that one replaced, that's the one that came off. All squashed, that's all new. This will then go back on here. PTFE tape. We need to put PTFE tape on. Tell you what, I'm going to get this tape on, get it all back together. So obviously we need PTFE tape on there, on those threads, and then I'll get back to you once we're all back together. Right, that's all back together. So we've got PTFE tape there, in here, on there. We've replaced O-rings here. Next up, I want to put the Canon lance back on. So you slide that in, and then you want to check this end. When you turn it, it's shutting it, which it's not doing because something's not lined up properly. That's better. See, that's opening and closing. So that's on there. So we can put the pin back in through there, which can be a bit tight. Use the correct tools. So now that is opening and closing. Check our pipe, make sure that's all clean and clear, which it is. That go back on the bottom. Then we've got the cap. So that's a square in there. That's square on top of there. So we want to make sure that's sat in properly. And we tighten that back up. It's still raining outside, so whether I can demonstrate this or not, that's now going up and down, and that's all back together. So just got to try it out now, see if it works. Right, so what was happening before I've done all this is I wasn't getting any foam out of the Canon, I was just getting water squirting out. So now that I've changed all this over, we have foam again. So there was something just blocking that pipe somewhere. So that is all working again. Oh, it's horrible out here. So that's how you basically how you service a pressure washer. Not a pressure washer, a snow foam cannon. So yeah, I'm happy with that result, and all good. Hopefully the rain stops and I can get my car washed at some point later today. So like, subscribe, see you in the next one.